You ever wonder why people keep staring at you? Why the room shifts when you walk in? Why strangers, friends, even enemies can't take their eyes off you? It's not in your head. You're not imagining it. You're being watched every single day because you're chosen. There's something in your spirit they can't ignore, something about your presence they can't explain. And the truth behind why all eyes are on you will change the way you see your life forever. So stay with me, because once you understand this, you'll never question the stares again. From the moment you entered this world, you've carried something different. Not a physical mark, but a spiritual one. An energy, a vibration that signals to both people and unseen forces. This one is set apart. And that's why it has always felt like you couldn't hide. The stares began long before you noticed. Teachers paid extra attention. Strangers glanced twice. Even as a child, you stood out in ways you couldn't explain. You weren't trying to shine, you just did. Why? Because chosen ones radiate a frequency that can't be silenced. Your very existence speaks, and every day people feel it, whether they admit it or not. Now, here's what most people won't tell you. They're not just watching what you do, they're watching because of who you are. You could wear the simplest clothes, speak the fewest words, move with quiet humility, and still, all eyes would drift toward you. It's because you carry a presence that disturbs mediocrity. You awaken something in people. Around you, masks slip, insecurities rise, and hidden intentions reveal themselves. That's why people can't help but notice you, even if they don't understand why. But here's the paradox. While some are drawn to your light, others are disturbed by it. Some eyes watch with love and admiration. Others watch with suspicion, envy, or even hatred. And it's not just humans. Spiritual forces also pay attention to the chosen because you carry impact. That's why your life feels like a spotlight. Why your mistakes feel magnified. Why your presence changes the atmosphere. Because you are never unseen. And listen, what feels like pressure is actually preparation. God allows you to be watched so that when your breakthrough comes, no one can deny it. Your story won't be hidden in the shadows. It will be undeniable evidence that grace is real. Even now, people are silently studying you. They watch how you handle pain. They watch how you recover. They watch how you continue when they would have quit. Some admire it. Some resent it. But all of them see it. You've impacted more lives than you realize. Many will never admit it, but they're learning from you, copying you, drawing strength from you. Even your silence is loud. Even your absence is felt. And this is why you must carry yourself with awareness, because you are not just being looked at, you are being witnessed. Your life is a testimony unfolding before the world. So the next time you feel the weight of all those eyes, don't shrink, don't apologize, stand firm, because being seen every single day isn't a curse, it's confirmation. You see, rare things always attract eyes. Diamonds are studied, gold is examined, treasures are kept under watch. You, chosen one, are rare. That's why people can't stop observing you. And here's the truth. The watching is not always negative. Some people watch you because you inspire them. They don't say it, but they're taking notes. They see how you carry yourself with grace despite what you've been through. They see how you continue to push forward even when life has tried to break you. They're watching because, deep down, they wish they had your resilience. But others, they're watching for the opposite reason. They wait for you to slip. They magnify your smallest mistake. They whisper when you stumble, because your presence threatens their comfort. Your growth highlights their stagnancy. Yet, even that serves a purpose. Because when they witness your comeback, when they watch you rise again, their doubts turn into undeniable testimony. Chosen one, the eyes on you are not a punishment, they are proof. Proof that you matter. Proof that your life has weight. Proof that your journey is meant to be seen. And if this resonates with you so far, let me pause and say this. If you like this video and it connects with your spirit, we'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to show your appreciation, you can give us a super thanks. It truly means a lot to us and helps us continue creating content for you. But we're not stopping here. Because the question is, why are you being watched so closely? Why can't people, even enemies, look away? In the next part, we'll go deeper into the reason behind the constant observation. Because the truth is, you're not just being watched, you're being studied, tested, and prepared for something far greater. So let's go deeper. Why are they watching you so closely? The truth is, chosen one, you are a mirror. Every single move you make reflects something back to the people around you. When you walk into a room without saying a word, people are confronted with themselves. Your light exposes their shadows. Your confidence exposes their insecurity. Your faith exposes their doubt. That's why they study you. Because your very existence forces them to see what they've been hiding. And here's what makes it even more intense. You don't even try. You're not putting on a show. You're just living. But in living authentically, you become a disruption. Think about it. Why do people who barely know you gossip about you? Why do others copy your style, your words, your energy, without ever giving credit? Why do enemies who should have forgotten you keep your name in their mouth? Because you are unforgettable. You've marked them, whether they want to admit it or not. Chosen ones live with a level of spiritual awareness that most people can't comprehend. And that awareness radiates. It makes people pay attention, even when they don't want to. But here's the secret that most don't understand. This watching, this surveillance, this constant attention, it's training. God allows the spotlight so that you learn to operate under pressure. He knows your destiny requires you to be seen, so He conditions you now to carry it with strength. That's why the smallest slip feels like the world saw it. That's why the tiniest success feels like it's magnified. Because you're not just living for yourself, you're living as a sign. Some watch you to find flaws. Some watch you to copy greatness. Some watch you to confirm their doubts. But all of them are unknowingly becoming witnesses to God's work in your life. And this is why you can't afford to live carelessly. Your actions are lessons to someone, even when you don't intend them to be. You are teaching, leading, inspiring, without opening your mouth. But let's be real, being watched this way can feel heavy. Sometimes you just want to disappear, to move without eyes following you, to breathe without judgment. And yet, no matter where you go, the eyes return. Because when you are chosen, there is no such thing as hiding. Even in silence, even in solitude, even in your lowest valley, heaven is watching, people are watching, and yes, your enemies are watching. But remember this, pressure creates diamonds. And that's exactly what's happening with you. Every time you rise after being knocked down, they watch. Every time you choose faith over fear, they watch. Every time you walk away from drama instead of engaging in it, they watch. And whether they clap or criticize, it doesn't matter. Because Your resilience is undeniable. Now here's the twist. Not all watching is done with human eyes. Spiritually, you are being monitored too. The kingdom of darkness notices chosen ones because your obedience is a threat. Demonic forces observe your patterns, waiting for an opening, but at the same time, angels are assigned to guard you, ensuring that no weapon formed against you prospers. This is why your battles feel so targeted. It's why you experience opposition that others don't. It's why your warfare feels personal. Because it is. But here's the good news. The same way enemies watch you, hoping to see you fall, heaven watches you, knowing you will rise. The same way haters whisper about your moves, God announces your destiny. And no amount of eyes, no amount of scrutiny can stop what's been written for you. Chosen one, you are a living demonstration, and demonstrations must be witnessed. That's why you're watched every single move. Now let me tell you something powerful. Some of the very people who watch you with doubt today will watch you with awe tomorrow. The same ones who whispered about you in secret will be forced to acknowledge your elevation in public. Because when God raises a chosen one, He does it in front of everyone. That's why Joseph was watched in Egypt. That's why David was watched in the field. That's why Christ Himself was watched by Pharisees and disciples alike. Their every move was observed, criticized, questioned, but in the end, their destiny was undeniable, and so is yours. You might think you're just surviving right now, but others see your strength. You might think you're unnoticed, but others study your resilience. You might think your journey is quiet, but trust me, the world is watching, and if this message is resonating with your spirit, pause for a moment. If you like this video, and it connects with you, we'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to show your appreciation, you can give us a super thanks. It truly means so much to us, and helps us continue creating content just for you. But don't go anywhere, because we're not finished. In the next part, we're going to talk about what all this watching actually means for your future. What the purpose behind this spotlight? What's the destiny that requires you to be seen? And how can you turn these watchful eyes into fuel for your elevation? Because the truth is, you're not being watched by accident. You're being watched for a reason, and that reason is about to change everything. So now we've arrived at the heart of it all, chosen one. Why are you being watched every single move? Why does it feel like you can't take a step without eyes following you? Without whispers in the background? Without people secretly analyzing your life like it's their favorite show? Because your life is a show, but not in the way you think. It's a divine production, scripted by God, unfolding in real time, with an audience that doesn't even know they bought a ticket. Some are watching to see you fail. Some are watching to see you rise. Some are watching just because your presence disrupts their spirit. But all of them, whether they know it or not, are watching prophecy unfold. Chosen one, your life is not ordinary. You were not placed on this earth to blend in. You were placed here to stand out, to carry light in the middle of darkness, to represent hope in a world that thrives on fear. And when light shines, people notice. When fire burns, people gather. When destiny moves, people watch. But here's the deeper truth. God uses this spotlight not just to expose you, but to expose them. Your story reveals the truth about other people. Your wins reveal their envy. Your faith reveals their doubt. Your courage reveals their fear. You're not just living for yourself. You're living as evidence. Evidence that God still raises people from nothing. Evidence that faith still works. Evidence that resilience still conquers. This is why the pressure is so heavy? Because your life is bigger than your comfort. It's a testimony being written in public view. And listen, I know you've asked God before, why can't I just live in peace? Why do I always feel like I'm under a microscope? It's because kings are never crowned in private. Prophets are never proven in secret. And destiny is never fulfilled in hiding. Your process must be seen, so that your victory cannot be denied. Think of it like this. A seed grows underground, hidden. But the moment it breaks through the soil into the light, that's when it's exposed. That's when it's vulnerable. That's when every eye can see it. Chosen one, you've broken through the soil. That's why you're watched. You're no longer hidden. You've reached a stage in your journey where your growth cannot be ignored. And yes, this comes with weight. It comes with envy. It comes with constant evaluation. But it also comes with favor. Because the same eyes that wait for your downfall will witness your breakthrough. This is divine strategy. God doesn't just elevate you for you, He elevates you as a message. He raises you in front of doubters so they can't deny His power. He blesses you in the presence of enemies so they choke on their words. He promotes you publicly so that the same crowd who underestimated you becomes a witness to His glory. That's why you're watched. Not because you're weak, but because you're marked. And here's the beauty of it all. Every single move you make is a seed planted in someone's spirit. Someone sees your perseverance and finds strength. Someone sees your humility and finds perspective. Someone sees your faith and finds courage. Even your silence teaches louder than most people's words. So don't resent the eyes on you. Don't curse the spotlight. Don't run from the pressure. Own it. Walk in it. Let your life become the sermon, the book, the prophecy that others can't ignore. Because in the end, that's why you were chosen, not to be invisible, but to be undeniable. But let me also leave you with this. The watchers don't get the final say. They don't write your story. They don't determine your outcome. They don't hold the pen. God does. And He has already written victory into your ending. So keep moving boldly, keep walking in faith, keep shining unapologetically, because whether they watch with envy, curiosity, or admiration, the truth remains. Your every single move is part of a destiny that cannot be stopped. And when the dust settles, when the story is fully told, when God reveals the ending, those same eyes will testify, truly, this one was chosen. So if you're feeling the weight of being watched, breathe. You were built for this. You were designed to carry it. You were meant to live under the gaze of both heaven and earth, because your purpose demands it. And don't forget, every time you take another step, every time you rise after a fall, every time you choose faith over fear, you're proving why you were chosen. This isn't the end. It's just the beginning. And if this message has stirred something inside you, if you feel seen and understood by these words, then take a moment. If you like this video and it resonates with you, we'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to show your appreciation, you can give us a super thanks. It means the world to us and allows us to continue creating content that speaks to your soul, because you, chosen one, are not just being watched, you are being witnessed. And the story being told through your life is going to change the world.